All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. Today I want to update you on XRP, Ethereum, Enjin Cryptocurrency, EOS, Litecoin, and much more. So, like always, let's jump in with the king, Bitcoin. We are moving, we are seeing steady accumulation, we are brushing up against a $12,000 Bitcoin. For perspective, the last time we saw this was around the beginning of September. We touched $12,000 for about a day, and then we saw a heavy rejection back to $10,000. We have consolidated, we have accumulated, and we are retesting. Even macro investor Chamath Palihapitiya, in an act of solidarity, tweeted HODL yesterday. I'm going to follow, I'm going to support. And now that we are retesting 12K, let's go over some fundamental on-chain Bitcoin metrics. The BTC balance on exchanges has dropped significantly after holding for a while at 11,200 support and moving towards approximately 11.9K resistance. Let's see the exact chart. This is the balance of Bitcoin on exchanges. This is the Bitcoin price. Notice that this started during the COVID crash of March. People started taking their Bitcoin off the exchanges, but really just in the past 6-8 weeks, where the price has been pretty stagnant, we are seeing massive withdrawals of Bitcoin from exchanges. This is a very bullish indicator, signifying that as we retest 12K, like we did 8 weeks ago, where we saw the rejection, like we did 10 weeks ago and 12 weeks ago before that, the on-chain data is leaning bullish. In fact, if we look at some more analytics from data firm Skew, Bitcoin in its entirety has only spent 93, now 94 days, or 3 months above the price of 11.5K. Now what's different this time? High volatility, but now we've had time to see more steady, healthy accumulation. In fact, it's the first time to see Bitcoin above $10,000 with realized volatility this low. As a Bitcoin holder, as an accumulator, these are the metrics you look for. I will be watching the chart. The minute Bitcoin makes any significant movement, I will make a video. I will keep you updated. Next piece of news on Ethereum. For all of you looking to stake your ETH when the time comes, the ETH 2.0 deposit contract to launch this week. So to be clear, ETH 2.0 staking will go live, they say, in about 6 to 8 weeks before Christmas of this year, but the deposit contract for you to deposit then stake may be launching this week. In a post announcing the launch of version 1.0.0 release candidate 0, consensus developer Ben Edgington revealed the protocol's deposit contract address feature should be announced this week. The deposit contract allows ETH to be sent between Ethereum and ETH 2.0 and is one of the few remaining updates needed to facilitate the rollout of ETH 2.0 Phase 0. In a direct quote from Consensus and their developer, "As I understand it, we're good to go. Deposit contract in the next few days. Beacon chain genesis 6 to 8 weeks later." So as we end 2020, things are coming to a head. Now this is what Consensus says, which does develop Ethereum. However, the Pegasus engineering group developer, also working on Ethereum, emphasized that that prediction is not an official statement. So they're being very clear on that. Once the deposit contract is officially launched, just know to complete Phase 0's launch, 500,000 Ethereum will need to be locked in that contract address for staking after the beacon chain goes live, following a week-long Genesis delay to give the network time to prepare. So 500,000 is what Ethereum holders will be looking for. I'll keep you updated. Okay, next piece of news from Ripple partner R3. R3 Corda Network set to go DeFi with their new XDC digital currency. So they're making their own crypto. Announced Tuesday, the Cordite Society, a cooperative registered in the UK, released the XDC crypto token on public Corda, the open source version of R3's network. Well, why would they create their own crypto and not just maybe use their partner's XRPs? Well, they're going for DeFi. The new regulation-friendly crypto coin will open the door, says its creator at Cordite, to various decentralized finance DeFi applications running on Corda's distributed ledger technology, DLT. Now, the significance here to you is that this is a company that works directly with the big banks. R3 began life as a paid-to-join DLT consortium of big banks, which over time realized the value of hosting a larger developer community and creating the open-sourced Corda network alongside the commercial version of the software. So they wanted more than the big banks, they wanted the developer community in general, and if you're asking, why didn't they just use XRP or maybe an existing altcoin already? Well, in a direct quote, they say they wanted something that was 100% regulatory friendly. Regulators have set the requirements for what a digital currency needs to be, and that's exactly where XDC fits in. It meets the requirements of most jurisdictions as a digital currency and is therefore a step ahead, where a next generation of Bitcoin or XRP. So this new coin, XDC, is specifically meant to work with the banks for DeFi applications. Comment below your thoughts. Okay, next piece of news for EOS. Block 1 launches the EOS IO for business, specifically to integrate with enterprises, called EOS IO for Business, which is a series of EOS services to help enterprises build and maintain blockchain-based infrastructure. So if businesses want to sign up for the service, EOS IO for Business, what will they get? Through the service, companies will be able to easily integrate blockchain infrastructures into their existing systems using their favorite cloud computing platforms. Although, as we know, EOS is working closely with a Google Cloud, so maybe that will be a push. And in this way, they can build highly scalable and performant blockchain-based applications without even having to learn a new programming language, thus reducing development costs to a minimum. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's look at the exact services they now are offering businesses. EOS IO for Business contains various, including EOS IO Premier Technical Support, EOS IO Blockchain as a Service, EOS IO Consulting, as well as a brand new EOS IO Training and Certification, an online course that allows subscribers to learn how to develop and deploy their first dApps and smart contracts within the EOS ecosystem, including the EOS mainnet. I think this is big. I think this will be a huge advantage, EOS making it easier to learn how to implement on a blockchain, to offer consulting to businesses that want to get into blockchain. Very interesting. Okay, next piece of NFT news. As you know, at the end of the year, we are having the NFT Awards 2020 in December. Well, not so much we, but actually Enjin, the altcoin. This is the first ever non-fungible token awards, co-hosted by the cryptocurrency Enjin, and DEA is now announcing their stellar cast of judges, including Google, Ubisoft, and Microsoft, will all be there to judge what are the best and latest non-fungible tokens. Nominations are open now for the first edition of the NFT Awards. As part of the program, winners will be chosen from 10 different categories, including NFT of the Year, Most Innovative, and Most Traded NFT. Other award categories include Most Valuable, People's Choice, and Adoption Potential. So if you are in to finding the next big non-fungible token, tune in. On December 9th, 2020, this takes place, live streamed on Twitch. And in terms of the high caliber selection of judges, there'll be Etsuji Nakai, Solutions Architect at Google Cloud, Nicholas Pollard, Blockchain Initiative Director at video game company Ubisoft, and Sherry List, the head of the Azure Heroes NFT Rewards program at Microsoft. We'll also have others like Pokemon game designer. It will be interesting to see which NFTs are creating the most hype, which ones are getting the attention of these juggernauts. Next piece of news for Litecoin and Cardano, a possible partnership. They're actually exploring a Velvet Fork partnership. Let me clue you in, if you hold one of these two coins, to exactly what this means. The Velvet Fork partnership will unlock new features in Litecoin, the 10th largest cryptocurrency, such as cross-chain communications, smart contract capabilities, and improved scalability. So this could add some relevancy to Litecoin, and this could add some of the Litecoin user base to Cardano. And actually, this started in July of this year. Charles tweeted, "It would be great to do something together. I love the idea of testing cross-chain communications between Litecoin and Cardano. We got a lot of ideas, and I'm sure you guys do too." Since then, the two teams have been in communication. In a direct quote, "Given the opportunity to research and provide input into the feasibility, pros and cons of such an endeavor, I have had a number of informative exchanges with Charles's team on not just what a Velvet fork is, but also how it affects the base code and what it would mean potentially for the continued growth and utility of Litecoin, not just as a store of value, but also as a means of exchange and method of settlement within smart contracts." Very interesting. Let me know what you think about this. Is this a benefit? Okay, that's the news. Did I miss anything? Should something be mentioned in tomorrow's video? If I missed something, please let me know. We'll try and put it in, keep you updated. But like always, see you tomorrow.